Let's bring in American Energy Institute founder and CEO Jason Isaac. Jason, it's great to have you on the show. You look at the fire, you look at the conditions. Everybody complains that the brush was way too high. You had too much vegetation. It was dried out, and you had a lack of water. As you look at this from your perspective and your profession, what do you make of the conditions and the way it was handled?
Well, these are appalling conditions, and you've got an assembly in California, a legislature in California that is meeting right now to Trump-proof their state. They clearly have their resources in the wrong spot. They have their intentions in the wrong spot, and they've been misallocating resources now for years. They're not worried about fire prevention. They've run out the forestry industry. They're running out the energy industry in their state. It's hurting their economy. You know, they want to spend $39 billion on green new scam projects and only $200 million on fire prevention. That's very comparable to what Texas spends in a year on fire prevention and maintenance. And we don't have near the fire threats in Texas that they do in California. You think they would have their priorities straight, but they really don't, and their virtue signaling is proving deadly.
A lot of people have talked about the fact that California passed a measure a decade ago talking about, Jason, this reservoir thing where they're going to capture water. Instead of letting all the rainwater just wash into the Pacific Ocean, they want to capture it so we can use it and build reservoirs. And again, the environmental lobby is so powerful that neither Newsom nor anybody else is going to go up against them. And so the reservoirs never get built.
You're right. Voters approved bonds. Voters have been paying for these 6 new reservoirs, and none of them have been built. And it's really unfortunate because the thousands of structures, the thousands of homes that have been destroyed because of this fire, they're likely not going to be rebuilt either because the regulations, the permit fees, now they're going to require all these homes have sprinkler systems that won't have water. They're going to require that they have EV chargers that won't have electricity. So it's going to be absolutely devastating for this area.
And not only that, can you imagine rebuilding your home in the Palisades under all the new regulations and then trying to seek out insurance?
Yeah, I'm hearing that insurance are going to provide people 3 months of housing. It takes a lot longer to even remodel, let alone rebuild a house. 3 months is not going to cut it. I think we're going to see a mass migration of people leaving California that are finally going to leave their policies behind. If they come to Texas, I say welcome to Texas. Please vote accordingly.
Yeah, lastly, do you think this will spark some changes?
I hope so. I hope that the fire department there gets their funding refunded back. They're actually going to fund security and first responders. I hope that people that lost their jobs because they didn't have COVID vaccines don't just have to reapply for the positions, that they actually get rehired. The 58 positions that were eliminated in the fire department alone just in the last couple of years, I hope those are refilled. I think there's going to be some changes, and I think it's unfortunate that it has to come to this to do that.
Yeah. Jason Isaac, great to get your analysis. Thank you, sir.